Welcome to Met Comedy Night. This is Friday, February 5th. And did you know it is National Nutella Day? Yeah. And there's a football game coming up. So I'm going to prep for that football game while I tell you about a bunch of things. Every Thursday at 9 o'clock, there is Strange Times Indeed with Cliff McAllister. This is only on twitch.tv/Met Comedy Night. And next Friday, in case you're missing this show right now, you can come back next Friday to see the Comedy Pigs on Facebook or on twitch.tv/Met Comedy Night. That's Friday at 9. The week after, wow, we got a lot of those. Okay. That's really intimidating. I'm definitely going to win the touchdown right there. Actually, yeah. Okay. And there's a new button that you can press on Twitch. This is for our Twitch watchers, not our Facebook watchers. You can hit the applause button. Yeah, it's right there. Someone might beat me to it because we've got a lot of. Oh yeah, Nutella. Yeah. So I'll show you. I'll show you what it does. You can literally clap for our awesome performers, and I'll show you. I'll show you how to do it. There we go. Applause, and I'll say great job in the chat. Boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Stop. I did nothing but put Nutella on my face. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Comedy Pigs.
Hi.
Happy February.
Happy February, everybody.
Just like the groundhog, the Comedy Pigs are back. And we are bringing laughter. 6 more weeks minimum of laughter. Okay.
At least 6.
I'm your host tonight for the Pigs, Thomas here. And we have our lovely cast, Katie, Matt, Molly, and Julia. And of course, Steven, always helping and making us look this good.
That's right.
And thank you all, everybody, for watching. So, let's jump right into it. So, February, a lot of stuff goes on in February. Coming up, as some of you may know, is Valentine's Day. So we're going to play a little game here called Spending Valentine's Day with Me is Like. So we're going to need you watchers to give us some suggestions, something that we're going to have to compare spending Valentine's Day with one of us. Like a profession, like a janitor or an animal or just some sort of phrase. So go ahead and type some suggestions there, things that you think spending Valentine's Day with us would be like, and then we'll make hilarious jokes about it. So none of us will be putting Nutella on yet. That depends on you. We're going to need to see some more subscribing and some more funding, because Nutella is expensive. Okay,
It is.
Well,
it's not an everyday thing.
That's what Valentine's Day is.
We'd be fought by like French people for like wasting good Nutella.
Yes. Okay, we are getting some suggestions in here. Hey, that's not wasting. He looks good. He looks good with his Nutella.
It looks like something else is on his face, but I'll keep that thought to myself.
It sparkles. It shines. Okay, you pigs, are you ready? So, okay, I saw one. I see cow wrangler. Let's just do cowboys. So spending Valentine's Day with me is like cowboys to start. All right, Julia.
Spending Valentine's Day with me is like cowboys. There's going to be a lot of squinting and standoffs.
Okay. looking good because of the squinting. Katie.
I think Valentine's Day with me is like a cowboy because there's sure to be a hitch in your giddy up.
Yeehaw.
Ow!
Molly.
Spending Valentine's Day with me is like a cowboy because you're gonna have to bring a lasso to rope me with.
Ooh.
Okay. And Matt.
Spending time with me is like a cowboy because there'll be chaps involved. And that's it. That's all I'm wearing, just chaps.
I believe you have them on now, but don't show everyone. Don't show everyone. All right, good, great. Okay, let's get another one here. So spending Valentine's Day with me is like golfing. Everyone's favorite sport here in the Comedy Pigs. Okay, Julia.
Spending Valentine's Day with me is like golfing. Get the ball in the hole.
Question mark the ball? Matt.
Spending time with me is like Valentine's Day because it's not going to be just you and I. It's going to be 4.
Yeah.
That's adventurous.
Foursomes are more fun, I believe,
You know
in
it.
golf. More to compare to. Anyone else? Katie, okay.
Valentine's Day with me is like golf because there'll be a manicured lawn.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, Matt, one more.
Spending Valentine's Day with me is like golf because I like to do it the fair way. We pay Dutch.
Oh.
Fair.
Beautiful.
Nice and even.
Very good pun there.
God.
Steven, I don't know if I'm seeing any Twitch suggestions. Do you see any coming through just on there? I saw a lot of Facebook ones, but I might have been delayed.
Doesn't seem we have very many suggestions on Facebook on Twitch. Most of our suggestions are coming from Facebook, and we'll get a big old honk in the chat right there.
Hong Kong.
Honk honk.
I can't believe that joke is stuck around. Yay!
All right, well, let's go with one more then. So how about lumberjacks? Spending Valentine's Day with me is like a lumberjack. Yes, Julia.
Spending Valentine's Day with me is like a lumberjack. It's Canadian. It's big. It's broad.
No further questions asked. Julie, I didn't know you were Canadian.
Part Canadian.
Hey.
Matt, sorry.
Spending time with me is like a lumberjack because when it's all over, you're not going to believe all the things you saw.
Yeah.
Oh, Saw. You're so cool.
Oh, wow.
Like our favorite movie series.
Yeah.
And Molly.
Spending Valentine's Day with me is like a lumberjack because it definitely involves a burly, bearded man.
Yeah. Wait.
Did that work? I don't know.
Oh, it worked.
It did.
Anything about lumberjacks works.
So that's how you can expect to spend Valentine's Day with the Comedy Pigs.
Now you know.
Yay!
All right, here we go. So we're going to play our next game. This is a new game played on Zoom. We've played it live before, but this game is called Every Other Line. So for all of you viewers, we need you to select a play for us. So I think we're going to have a poll on Twitch, but we'll tell you what you're choosing from. So I'll read them off here and then make your selection. So we'll be reading from The Lion King, the live stage version, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the least favorite Harry Potter I believe. And the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime. So, which of those would you like?
I started the poll now. You got 2 minutes to vote, and I'm sorry, it's really easy to make a poll
Vote
on
or
Twitch.
die. Vote or
Not-
die.
Not easy to make a poll where we're counting your comments on Facebook. So, but, I mean, I suppose we
But
could look
Still
at your
comment. Yeah,
comments.
we'll
Just let
Comment
us know what
away.
you want, but you're not casting a ballot because it's just easier because Twitch counts it for us. You know,
Fancy schmancy.
We don't want to do math.
got a minute and a half left.
Steven, which one are you most excited probably to see here?
I'm pretty excited for the Lion King because I just happen to have that one built into OBS right now.
Oh no.
And I just can scroll through it in case anyone wants to read it. You know, we got Simba says, yeah, right there. That's a great line for improv. It's yeah, and right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Possibility of songs.
We'll put that on a
lot of good
t-shirt.
one-liners in there.
Oh yeah.
Especially from Zazu, I would say. I feel like Zazu is a pretty good one-liner character.
Solid lines.
Yeah.
In rehearsal this week, we used cats as our test, which was surprisingly good.
It was
Better than
good.
the movie, I believe, is how I put it.
I'm going to go ahead and say I did a better job reading from an online script of that
Yeah.
musical than that $1 million.
We did the
budgeted.
CGI fur too. If you
Yeah,
remember.
I
Lion
just
King's
let my
ahead.
cat rub up against me, and then like
Mhm.
his fur looked better than that CGI fur.
About 30
They
seconds
didn't
left
even
of this poll.
They didn't even complete the CGI.
Well, that's why, hey,
That's
we need some budget. If you guys, spend some bits and get us some applauses,
Oh yeah.
and
You could spend
Keep-
bits to
keep
cast
watching
extra
it.
votes, too. I don't know how that works.
Cast your
Ooh.
votes, cast your
The
votes.
Lion King wins!
The Lion
There we
King
go.
for the win.
All right.
The audience wanted it.
But
Okay,
Tim
so
did
this
want
game will be for
Curious Dog.
Julia. She will be.
Oh, well.
Hey, maybe in the future we'll do that one. Bonus episode. All right, so Julia, you will be reading from The Lion King, and Katie, you will be dealing with it. So now for the suggestions as well, let's just get a relationship between two people, like a work relationship, or maybe how they know each other. So just write a comment. What do you think? How these two characters know each other to start? So we can't just they're not animals on the Serengeti. So
Oh, we're not okay. So don't go full.
Oh.
Don't go full lion.
No, yeah, not this time.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Just think of
Oh, okay, there we go. I like the first one. So landlord and a tenant.
Mhm.
Landlord and a tenant. All right, so everyone not in the scene.
Yep.
We'll turn our videos off and we'll leave it to Julia and Katie.
Ma'am, I am here for a second time to remind you that your rent is past due. I'm going to need you to pay up or you're going to have to leave the apartment.
I despise guessing games.
As do I, ma'am, and I'm tired of guessing when you're going to pay your rent.
Oh,
So-
goody.
Ooh, interesting. Well, do you think that you might be able to put half down now and maybe half in a week? I could probably work with something like that.
Yes, well, forgive me for not leaping for joy. A bad back,
I understand. No one likes paying rent. I get it. You think I grew up as a little girl wanting to be a landlord? It's not my idea of a great time either. But this is the way the world works. And if you want to live here, you're going to have to pay your rent.
A monkey's uncle.
Well, I have certainly been called worse. So if you will just go ahead and sign this paper saying you plan to pay by the end of today, I will be out of your hair.
You're so weird.
Yes, rent, obligations, strange. So,
You have
Me-
no idea.
I clearly don't have an idea of why we can't get past this, but you are generally a good tenant, and I feel like perhaps you would be willing maybe to do lawn care in place of your rent. Would that work?
He didn't show you what's beyond that rise at the northern border?
Well, yes, it's a big bramble of thorns and bushes and such, and
And he's absolutely right. It's far too dangerous. Only the bravest lions go there.
right, right. Well, my least brave tenants are wandering over there and getting quite hurt. So I
All
would
the
be,
more reason for me to be protective.
yes, yes, you are correct. And I want to be protective as well. So perhaps we can work together in removing the brambles, which will then pay your debt to your abode, and I can go on my merry way.
Oh dear, I've said too much. Well, I suppose you'd have found out sooner or later, you being so clever and all. Oh, just do me one favor. Promise me you'll never visit.
I will never visit. We'll remove the bramble and we'll call your debt paid. That's great.
No problem.
Goodbye.
Yay!
I love Uncle Scar. He's my favorite.
Arr.
Wow, what a take on the Lion King, huh? Great job.
Living in the Serengeti ain't free.
No, it's expensive, man.
Crazy. Gotta do your part.
Yeah, right? You gotta, yeah.
And interestingly, you played another cat character,
Oh yeah.
and we didn't pick cats. I mean, the likelihood was high with the Lion King.
Yeah, that's
Great job, great job.
since most of those creatures in that film are giant cats.
I hope all you watchers knew the character being portrayed. All right, but let's move on to our next game. So this one is called Good, Bad, Worst Advice. So all of you viewers, we need, what do you need advice on? Any questions or things you need help with? We have a panel of advice givers here to help answer, your questions that you're having issues with. So go ahead and type whatever advice you need these days. And
Best way to eat Nutella.
ooh.
By the way, someone said I had a mini jar earlier.
Oh, you got both.
I
The
got a
Nutella.
bigger jar because I knew today was National Nutella Day. So,
Nutella. Yeah.
saying.
I thought it was like nesting Nutella. Like you just keep,
Nesting your
like,
Well, if you put two Nutellas together, sometimes a baby Nutella.
It's the chocolate and the hazelnut story, guys.
Gonna have to
I
turn my
mean,
camera off to go all the way with this.
he comes back, it's all around his mouth.
All right, well, we are getting a lot of good questions here that our viewers desperately need answered. So our panel today will be Julia, Matt, and Molly. All right. So so first up, let's see. From so the first question that needs answered is, where should I get married? Where should I get married? So probably a bit different with the current times. But I think our panel can help you out. All right. So Matt, I believe or Julia, let's start with you.
Where to get married? Well, obviously you want to stay within CDC guidelines. It might be best if you push any potential wedding dates off for a little bit in the future, just so you can have a full experience of the wedding that you want, regardless of what's going on in the world. You also want to discuss with your partner what is the best place, so you can be as inclusive as possible. Make sure that everybody that you invite can come, and you decide on everything else together. It's a team effort, and you should get married where it makes you feel best, where you feel that your love is strongest.
Wow. Yes, that's very good advice. Very good. Always good to be legal in these times as well. But let's give them some options. So Matt, I believe you have a different opinion.
yeah, I do. that's great and all. I don't think that getting married in a, quarantine setting is necessarily the most romantic thing. I think you do want to be able to, get outdoors and maybe experience some different things. So for my advice, the first thing you're going to need to do is develop the ability to hold your breath for a really long time, and then arrange for your wedding to take place underwater where COVID has no effect. You can do this in an ocean, a swimming pool, a lagoon of some sort, and get really good at holding your breath. And really good at understanding people when they speak underwater. You want to make sure you're, exchanging the I do's at the appropriate time. If one or the other of the partners pass out, just briefly go above water, regain consciousness, catch your breath again, and go back down and finish the ceremony.
Well, yeah, certainly a different option there. And I think you could probably read some Aquaman comic books for
Absolutely.
more information
Some great tips.
before making that final decision.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's two options, but I believe Molly has a third. So what advice could you give?
I agree with my colleague that you definitely don't want to miss out on having that in-person experience, but COVID is real nasty. So what I would suggest is you want to first set up some sort of event that will draw in the media, such as, faking finding a dinosaur bone, finding a dead body, revealing where you buried a dead body. Then when the camera crew comes to do the news story, you just spring a wedding on them. And then your wedding is televised for everyone, and everyone can be there to, experience it. And there's sure to be a crowd, especially if you go the murder route where there's a body. And if there really is a body, you will definitely get people who want to be there, but also be socially distanced. So that's what I would recommend as far as where to. So you could probably just do that, I would assume, probably in your own home or wherever you could bury a local body nearby.
Wow, yeah. I mean, in plenty of places to do that. That was actually some different advice that we gave previously. But yeah, so there you go. So lots of options. Make sure you do what's right for you. Okay. Okay, so we got some additional questions here, and also it's Rich Cole says it's also take a shower with a friend day. So after you share some Nutella, you have to share. You can share a shower. It's not mandatory.
Is that safe though? Like, we're all
If it's
friends.
a friend you don't live with, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, we're all friends.
If they're in your COVID bubble, then that's
okay.
I think it's okay.
So none of you guys are going to shower?
Hey, again, do what's right for you. Well, we'll try and get the vaccine. Okay. All right. So next for our panel, let's see how to make ham sandwiches. All right. So we need some advice. Everyone's been at home, so food has been pretty important in your diet. So let's get some advice on how to make ham sandwiches. So Julia.
All right. Well, a good ham sandwich. You do have, if you're going to specifically make a ham sandwich, you do need ham. I do suggest just a plain deli meat. Any grocery store will sell it. And your favorite kind of bread. It could be gluten-free, could be oat nut. If you want to go really fancy, could be brioche. If you are more into the open-faced sandwich idea, go right ahead. If you really just want to cut carbs altogether, make it a salad. I also suggest having tomatoes on there, unless, of course, you're allergic or you can't stand the texture. But tomatoes are a good fruit. To add some more texture, though, you could have lettuce, and always add your vegetables, like onions are good. If you want to add some other greenery like sprouts, I also suggest any kind of whole grain mustard to go with your ham. If you prefer ketchup, that's always good as well. Really, sandwiches are a wonderful way of making them unique to you. So this sandwich is yours. Make it you.
There you go. I believe
Pockets.
someone said sandwiches are beautiful, and
They
there's a lot
are.
of good ingredients to
Beautiful,
choose from.
yeah.
But that, hey, that's, healthy is one option. Matt, it looks like you might have a
I do.
second opinion.
That was a very delicious option she just gave. I have a very simple answer to the best way to make a ham sandwich, and that is a slice of pig ass between two crackers. If you want to get fancy, you leave the tail on. It sounds gross, but trust me, give it a try.
There you go. Hey, sometimes quick and easy is
Jesus
the
Christ.
best option. You know,
My mouth's watering right
working
now
from
just thinking
home.
about it.
Well, make that a late night snack. But anything with the pigs, we would recommend, I believe.
Amen.
But it could be a meat-free pig as well. Okay, so that's two options, but looks like Molly might have some other advice.
Yeah. I definitely agree with my fellow colleagues that ham has to be involved, but too often we're so separate from the food that we're eating. So I would recommend that you first stop, head to a local farm and butcher a pig. Doesn't matter which farm you're at, just show up and just pick a pig and just go for it. There's no real specific way to butcher a pig. People will tell you otherwise, but it's all flawed. Any part of the pig is ham. It's all ham. There's no difference between any of it. So you're going to just butcher that pig, take it back to your house, probably cook it for 5-10 minutes, and then slap it between two pieces of bread and you're done. You might want to just consider having a bread that has less sugar in it, because having extra sugars in your diet isn't great, but do what you feel is right. I mean, it's 2021, so eat that butchered pig the way you like.
There you go. So, hey, it's up to you. Yeah, you're the one dealing with your body. Eat what you want, when you want. So, a lot of options for you, just from this small panel. Okay, so we're gonna do one more, and I saw one. It's it's a good question for all of you. So, what is this rash? What is this rash? I don't believe we have a photo, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to go off of the question alone. Maybe just advice on how to deal with it, or what is it? So, Julia.
Please do not Google what is this rash. It is best to make an appointment with a medical professional. It could be your primary care doctor. If your insurance allows you to go straight to a specialist, please go straight to a dermatologist, and see if you can also, if you're not afraid to try different topical lotions, go ahead and try to apply those, maybe to relieve if it's itchy, avoid scratching. And if it's in a place like your waistband, where the waistband of your pants sits, maybe don't wear those pants anymore. You could also wear, if you could wear like a higher pair of underwear to try and protect that area. If it's, in the bra strap area, you could always just go braless. But please go see a medical professional and do not talk to us. Thank you.
We are not doctors, but we can offer advice and opinions similar to many news programs. So consulting a physician would be good advice. But Matt, I think you might have an alternative or a different option.
Sorry about that. I was muted there for a second. Yes, if you want to determine the origins of a rash and you don't happen to have insurance, so you can't consult a doctor, I recommend a book, one in particular that I've used on several occasions. It's available at the library, on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, all those things. It's the Scratch and Sniff Hand Guide to Determining the Origin and Species of Human Body Rashes. It's a long title, but it's a very good book. It has a lot of pictures, scratch and sniff examples that you can use to match the scratch and sniff example from your own body and determine what kind of rash it is and what kind of ointment you may need, whether it's curable or not. All sorts of great details. definitely check it out. I've rated it 5 stars on Amazon already.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Another option there. Especially maybe if you don't trust physicians or doctors or their opinions, why not make your own, do your own research? All right. Yeah. And available at your local library. But so that's 2 options, but maybe Molly has another, some more advice.
Yeah. Thanks so much for giving me this time. While my colleagues may not be doctors, and technically I'm not either, but I have watched a significant amount of Grey's Anatomy. So I can tell you 100% without a doubt, your rash is definitely leukemia. And I'll tell you why. It's probably because, and this happens a lot, you probably touched a blue gecko on your way out of Wegmans on a Monday while you were getting your Cara Cara oranges. And that is just a recipe for a rash. And within 24 hours, you will see that your eyes are going to go crossed, your hair is going to turn blue. So you just need to go get some cranberry juice and all of that's going to go away.
Well, there you have it. A live, real-time diagnosis. I mean, we've all been there at the grocery store. There's the blue gecko, so it's it can happen to anyone. But we just recommend use our advice and make your own opinion. Okay. So thank you to our panel of advice givers.
Molly, I didn't know that
You're
cranberry
welcome.
juice can cure UTIs and leukemia.
It does it all. The magical beverage.
My nurse husband is horrified watching this right now.
Oh God.
All right, well, great. So I hope we answered some questions. So next is a game called Scenes from a Hat. So for our suggestions, we need some scenes you'd like to see the Comedy Pigs act out. Preferably, something for one person to do at a time. Something like the worst excuse for being late, or the best prize to get from a cereal box, or things you shouldn't put in the microwave. So we used all of those earlier this week. So if you have anything like that that you'd like to see our take on here, go ahead and comment those in the chats. I did have some ready just to keep us rolling here. Okay, so this game's for everybody. And oh yeah,
Quick,
Steven.
There's a comment in the chat by Matt J. Bannister that says the leading cause of rashes is the use of the chocolate hazelnut spread on the skin. And I didn't really get a sense from the panel if that was true or not, but I like his.
I would just not put food on myself. It does also attract bugs and possibly causes dry skin. Also, it's a waste of, food.
You don't think I disrespect?
You could have someone lick it off.
Nutella Day.
As long as you have someone lick it off, but make sure it's a person who has like a clean tongue.
I'll be right back.
Transfer it directly to bread. Make it into a sandwich.
Oh God!
Goodness.
Put a ham. It's a ham sandwich with Nutella.
So get that checked out. All right.
Yeah, get that out, Steven. Sorry.
Okay, so the first one for everybody, things not to say when meeting the president. Things not to say when meeting the president. All right, Matt.
Right, sir. Turn your head and cough.
You got right by Secret Service. Julia.
I know where you sleep.
Pennsylvania Ave. That's where I send all my bills. Molly.
Did you know that Google Maps has a completely accurate photo by photo map that you can go through of this whole building? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, right?
Tell me I'm not crazy. Katie.
Hey, had a great time last night.
Oh. All right, Matt.
Yeah, Biden, do you just sniff women's hair, or can you do me too?
Rosemary.
Hey, I'm sure he
Yeah,
would spread the
he's an
love
equal
to
opportunity
you right
provider
there.
of sniffing.
He is. I think so.
Molly.
So I'm just going to be real with you. I've watched National Treasure 400 times. I know there are artifacts littered all over this entire building. Where are they? Where are they?
Oh, we can do best Nick Cage impressions, but I think we already got it. We already covered that one as
Not
well.
the Declaration.
Great,
Not the Declaration.
great.
Oh, sorry. We're not actually doing Nicolas Cage impression. Sorry. Mea culpa.
Next time. Okay, we got some suggestions here. So, so what not to do when a neighbor's dog poops in your yard? A bad reaction to a neighbor's dog. Matt.
Your dog pooped in my yard, so I'm just gonna go in your lawn and return the favor. You got any TP? Hey.
Oh, and the cat.
My cat's gonna join me. Comes right there.
Perfect timing.
Oh, there's a butthole.
Yeah, on point.
We planned that every week.
That was not improvised.
That's perfect.
All right, Katie, taking the spotlight away from the cat.
Oh, Fido, come here.
No,
If you poop in my yard again.
I don't think he will.
I don't think so either.
Molly.
Yeah, you see, I had poop that I found on Monday tested, and I know that it belongs to Skippy. So now you're back again, pooping in my yard. What are you gonna do about it?
Hey, they do that. I've tested a lot. Julia.
Doing nothing. It must be addressed, guys. It must be addressed.
Amen.
You're like all of us. Yeah. All right. Let's get one more here. Okay. So the suggestion is the best hat for socially awkward settings. So maybe just something what not to wear, or what to wear to somewhere that might not be with your friends when you're out with people you don't know. Attention grabbing garb or Julia.
Yes, hi. I know I'm at this British event, but I decided to not wear a hat.
Ooh, tut tut. Tut tut. You have offended the queen.
I did. No hat.
Katie.
Gosh, I hate these networking events. Good thing I brought my paper bag.
Hey, always have one on
Really
you,
will
you
come in
know?
handy.
Yeah. Molly.
Oh, you like my hat? Thank you. It's actually made from your dog who pooped in my yard.
No.
Yuck.
All right, well, if everyone else is awkward, you might as well blend in at the party. Okay, so that was scenes from a hat. Thanks everyone again for those.
Love it.
Oh, yes.
It's my
Hey,
job
it's a
interview
chicken.
hat.
What job are you interviewing for?
All
again?
professional all the time.
Just to be a streaming guy for these big shows. I don't know.
Dude,
He's
you're
hired.
You're
He's
hired.
hired. We like it. All right. Well, we're actually running along, but we'll finish this show with a song for you. As always, so we're going to play Hoedown. So for this game, we need a suggestion about what you want to hear a song about. So, something going on or something happening this week you'd like to hear a song about, something coming up, like Valentine's Day or the Super Bowl this week, the winter weather. So go ahead and type your suggestions, what you'd like to hear a song about. So we'd like to thank Steven again for all of his tech help. Obviously the hat did the job because we keep him coming back.
Thank you. Oh, stop.
Thanks.
Hey,
man.
if someone we'll give you an applause at the bottom of the screen because I'm on the bottom. So we'll just do it. Yeah, we'll do a whole group applause there. Yeah, we have a show next week. Same awesome, funny time. Slightly different cast. So be there for that. Make it a date night watching. We'll give you a shout out. I think we had some questions about why someone isn't proposing and whatnot as suggestions. So we can double down and turn up the heat. So that's what we're here. The pigs, we're here for you, the audience. Okay. Yeah. And we'll be giving out vaccines to the best suggestions. So I'm not telling you what the vaccine's for, but we'll send you something. I don't know, maybe. The mail's been untrustworthy, so we'll wait. We'll give you a sticker live in person when we can do shows again. But yeah, all right. We got some suggestions coming in. So Lady Gaga Oreos. I mean, obviously, would make a great song. We'd have to probably change it to a Lady Gaga song. GameStop stocks. If you guys made $1 million, like all of us have. Groundhogs and pandas playing in the snow. Very specific, very fun. But I mean, I think I'm going to go with dealing with Valentine's Day creepers. We've all had to, so either been one or dealt with one. So yeah, we'll do a song about just Valentine's Day, maybe bad Valentine's experiences in general. But yeah, so save this show, send it to someone for Valentine's Day. We'll personalize it for you. I'll just move my mouth and you say whatever you want. Yeah.
It's funny you didn't choose Lady Gaga Oreos because I happen to have Lady Gaga Oreos, and I was, taking my Lady Gaga Oreos and I was dunking them into my Nutella because it's obviously Nutella Day. So I'm surprised you didn't choose. But Valentine's Day is topical. People, Valentine's Day.
Hey, if you got the Oreos and Nutella at home, you can join in. All right, everybody ready? So here we'll start with the bad Valentine's Day hoedown. All right, so Julia, take us away.
Yeah. Bum 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 bum. During the pandemic, I was left alone. That was really fine with me. I just stayed home. But on Valentine's, I noticed someone watching me. It was my cat, and he watched me pee.
Bum 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 bum. One day on Valentine's, I met a date that was weird. It turned out he shaved random animals and fashioned it into a beard. After years of dating, I found out he was an alien. Now we are married, and he's my next of kin.
Bum 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 bum. Being single on Valentine's Day really, really sucks. If I could get rid of every creeper, I would pay some big bucks. But instead, I came up with a really good defense. I tell all these guys that I'm related to Mike Pence.
Bum 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 bum. This V-Day, I'm gonna just hide out. I'm tired of putting on a pretty little pout. I just want to sit in quiet hush. But oh geez, listen, there's a stranger in my bush.
A stranger in my bush. Yay! All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We've been the Comedy Pigs. I'm Thomas.
I'm Julia.
Matt.
Molly.
Katie.
And Steven. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks.